what she describes that happened and what actually happened. Like, this should be a freaking meme. Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. Today I will be talking about Modern Warrior. I know nothing about this person, and all I know is that I'm seeing everything on YouTube just talk about him and what he's been doing or what he did or whatever, and it pisses me off that I see people just immediately bashing him when, in my opinion, he did nothing wrong. Like, absolutely nothing wrong. Yeah, he's a douche. He's a douchebag. But he did nothing wrong. So, I've been seeing this woman named Chelsea, right? And she is saying that they were talking, they had communication, they were dating, seeing each other, whatever. And then she flew to his place and had unprotected sex with him. And then afterwards, she saw him going on another date because he made a TikTok or whatever. It pisses me off that she's pissed off because she says, oh, you're apologizing for the miscommunication or bad communication you had with me, and I might be pregnant with your child. It's your problem, Chelsea. It's your responsibility as a woman to have protected sex. You can't just blame him. He can tell you that he's a virgin. I don't care. That doesn't mean I should believe him. He can tell me that he's not dating anyone else. That doesn't mean I believe him. Especially, like, so you flew all over. You flew over to his place to have sex. And if it's the first time that you're meeting him or the first time that you're actually flying to meet him and you're already having sex, it says more about you than it says about him. He's playing Russian roulette with his dick. Doesn't mean that you need to give him permission to do the same to you. Every woman that slept with him and afterwards he went to sleep with other women and she blames him, I have nothing nice to say to her. Protect yourself. Don't have unprotected sex. It's very simple. Words are just words. Actions speak louder. You don't have to have sex unprotected with a guy you just met. If anything happens, it's on you. It's not on him. It's not his problem that he's having multiple sex with multiple women. He can do whatever he wants. He doesn't owe you anything. Yeah, he's a douchebag. Yeah, he's disrespectful like that. But even that is like a stretch, disrespectful. He can date whoever he wants. He never said that he is into dating one person. He never committed to you. So on what grounds you go out and bash him? I don't care what you say. So you got hurt because he didn't want to be in a serious relationship with you. And you're angry that he's going out with other women. It's not against the law. He can do what he wants. And if you're pregnant with his child, then it's something that you both will need to continue and talk about this if it's true. But you need to, Chelsea, you need to take things to your own hands. Don't just believe whatever the other person tells you. Because a man will tell you whatever you want to hear in order for him to have sex. Douchebags. Not every man is like that. But the ones that don't give a about you will say and do anything they can in order to get into your pants. And the fact that you agreed to have unprotected sex baffles me. Baffles me. If he was already your significant other and you've been dating for 6 months to a year, maybe I would understand because you're both in a committed relationship. But from the sounds of it, you just flew to have a date with him, and things happen, and I'm not judging. You want to have sex, but have protected sex. From there, and to go and blame him, you and other women, he doesn't owe you anything. He did nothing wrong. Don't get me wrong. Her tears are coming from pain, and I feel her. Because she says he knew that she wants a serious relationship or that she is not into dating several people. But you gotta understand that it's not his fault. It is bad communication at the end of the day. I feel the pain and I'm sorry for her. But as far as things go, he's just, having fun, being young, making mistakes, just as Chelsea does. Because she's definitely going to learn from this and not have unprotected sex. I'm sorry, but I cannot feel too much sorry for her, because as a woman, she should know to protect herself from STDs, from potential pregnancies, unplanned pregnancies. I don't understand this. I'm not gonna call it crocodile tears, because she's not faking it. She's really hurt. But it's taking it, in my opinion, a step forward that doesn't need to be taken. Because with all due respect, you are not officially together. He doesn't owe you anything. You were just a one-night stand. And with all due respect, just because it's 2022 and cancel culture and blah, 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 doesn't mean that a man needs to be canceled because he had a one-night stand. You and thousands more. She says that she would never have opened up the way she did, like spiritually and basically physically, if she knew that he was the way he is. She wants him to apologize, basically, for, slither his way into her private parts. And again, with all due respect, he does not need to apologize for being a player or just being a douche. He should apologize. Obviously, he should apologize. I'm not taking his side. But it's just ridiculous to me that she's bashing him for a one-night stand when he doesn't owe her anything. It's ridiculous. But Chelsea talked with him for a year. She went through something horrible. He was there for her. She was vulnerable. And people like Lance, I guess, seek vulnerable people, which is not hard to find in 2022. We're all broken. To say the least. But she wanted more. He was catfishing. He's a professional catfish. That's what Lance is. But legally, he hasn't done anything wrong. Morally, yeah, sure. I mean, morally, he's a dick. He's a dick. But it's not like he promised you the world. It's not like he promised you a ring. So I really don't understand why this like avalanche of like pitchforks against this guy. He's a catfish. He's nothing more than a catfish. But it seems like it meant to her more than it meant to him. Which is sad, but life goes on. Bad stuff happened to us. Our hearts get broken. We learn from our mistakes. And I want to believe that she learned. Because what is she trying to achieve? Let's talk about this. What is she trying to achieve by going after him online? Because if he's in an open relationship with his wife, there's nothing she can do. And even if there isn't an open relationship with his wife, there's still nothing she can do. Because it's between him and his wife. I hate how she keeps saying, you felt entitled to my body. No, you gave him your body. Don't twist it and make it seem like he took something that wasn't his or he took it by force, because he didn't. He didn't feel entitled to your body. You flew there. You had unprotected sex. You agreed to have unprotected sex. He didn't force you to do anything. So I don't agree with this. He felt entitled to my body. No, you gave him access to your body. Two different things. And I am a feminist. Don't get me wrong. But I do not support false allegations or statements. Which again could be my opinion, yeah? But, and there are people that tell her that she was groomed. She was not groomed. I'm sorry. She was manipulated, yes. She was taken advantage of her vulnerability, yes. But she was definitely not groomed to have sex with him. And grooming is for more underage kind of thing, kind of allegations. She was not groomed in order to be with him or have sex. She's a grown woman who knows what she's doing. She is capable of giving consent or denying it. So she gave consent. She had sex. She didn't like the fact that he went with other people. Is it fair? No. Is it legal? Yes. Is it morally fair? No. But what is she trying to achieve with blasting him online? To what? Not let any other women sleep with him? Like, make women not want him or not want to sleep with him? Obviously, he knows how to manipulate women, so being blasted does not mean that it will take away from the amount of women that want to sleep with him. If anything, this whole thing is gonna give him more clout, more people to watch him, more women who think they can fix him or be that one different girl, you know. That's not gonna happen. So she says she almost wants an STD test. And that statement alone tells me the state of mind that things that she has in her head priority-wise. So you want to tell me that she filmed a video, several videos, bashing Lance/modernwarrior, but she did not even go get herself tested for STDs. Yeah, that makes sense. Makes Perfect sense. Mwah. Oh my God. 10 out of 10. Logic. And then she says, please don't cancel him. Please don't ruin his life. So what was your end game? What was your end game, if not to cancel or ruin his life? Otherwise, you would just kept it between you guys and you would have tried to, resolve it between you two. It wouldn't have to be anything on social media. So now all of a sudden is don't send hate, don't try to cancel him, don't ruin his life. Like you're just trying to cover your own behind right now with a don't send hate thing that other YouTubers say, oh, please don't send hate to that person when they know damn well that their followers are gonna go send hate to that person. But you are going to get away with it because you have said, please don't go and send hate, So people think that they're slick, but they're not. Lance did not violate her body. She may feel like that now after the fact that she knows that he's dating other women, but he did not violate her body. She says she consented to having sex with him. And she says she wouldn't have unless she knew blah, 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 blah. But you didn't, and you consented, and you agreed to have sex with this man, okay? He did not violate you. He did not R-word you. So take a step back and rephrase. Because you can't, on one hand, defend this man and say, don't send hate to this person, don't ruin his life, blah, 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 blah. And then a second later you say, he violated me. Decide how you want to portray this. Did he violate you? Or not? Or do you want us to not send hate and not ruin his life because he violated you? Which one is it? He betrayed her trust. Yes, lied to her. But that is not a crime. And she says that she did not consent to having sex with multiple people. You didn't. Come on. I don't understand this exaggerations. Imagine this conversation told to other people by her that think that it was multiple people, that they violated her body. What would you think from hearing this? She did not have sex with multiple people. She had sex with one person, consented to it, okay, with one person that sleeps with other people. But that's not a crime, and that does not mean that she had sex with multiple people. Chelsea sounds like she was so hurt, and she was, losing a baby, and from what she said, and he was there for her. She gave him a really important spot in her life, and she basically went all in on this man, and she went all in too soon, too fast. Even if it's a year later, but it's a year of texting and talking, not actually meeting, from what I understand. And then she flew to him, and then she says that she started learning his language and buying, sexy lingerie and giving him gift cards. And I really don't understand why is she doing this way above and beyond. thing. Okay, learning the language, sure, no problem. That doesn't cost you anything. Buying some sexy lingerie, sure, no problem. Spicing up the relationship. Buying him gift cards for what? Like, I don't understand. You're not in a serious relationship. Buying him gift cards. What is he, an Indian scammer? Like, I don't understand. Gift cards. I don't understand this whole what's going on with women lately. This Tinder swindler, and now Lance, the modern warrior. How? Like, I don't understand. How is this happening? Why women are just so damn desperate for love? Love yourselves. Like, you really gotta start learning to love yourself before you are ready to love anyone else. I feel bad for her. I really do. I feel bad for her because she fell in love hard, way too fast, because she was in a vulnerable place. And he took advantage of it because he's a catfish. That's what they look for. She's a victim of being catfished. And there is literally nothing she can do but just, try to work on herself and heal. And just try to forget about this. If she keeps on dwelling and she keeps talking about this, she's never going to forget and get over it. But if she will just, do her tests to make sure she does not have STDs, make sure she's not pregnant, and just, out of sight, out of mind, forget about him. That's my advice to her. It's not like she will ever see this, but that's my opinion. Later on in the video, she says that when you try to cancel, so apparently he tried to cancel meeting her like several times. So he tried to basically hint her that he's not interested. And I guess she was just, clinging on, trying to hold on of what she thought was a relationship. I'm sorry, but I can barely sit down and watch the video she made. Several videos she made. It's just the holding herself from crying and the repetitiveness of like, please don't send him hate. It's hard for me to feel bad for her and not just cringe and laugh from the way she's trying to portray this. Like, if she would have gone on about this in a whole different way, I might have been a little less harsher, but it's the whole effect and like theatricalness of like what she's doing, and it's really hurting, and it's like deep inside, and like he violated her, and he, even though it was against her will and she did not consent, like what am I supposed to think that happened from the way that she describes? It's ridiculous. Like what happened and what she describes that happened and what actually happened. Like this should be a freaking meme. And I don't want to hate on this because her feelings are still valid. She did get hurt. I'm not going to tell her it's like she can't feel what she feels. She's still hurt and I feel for her, but at the same time, it's like, girl, you're trying to make an elephant out of a fly. Like, he doesn't owe you anything. Yeah, he's a shitty person. He did something awful. Like, he betrayed your trust. He was a catfish. But at the end of the day, he did not force himself on you like and it sounds like that's what she's trying to portray, because obviously that's what I'm understanding and that's what other people are understanding. And then at the same breath, oh no, don't send hate, don't go to him, don't do this, don't do that, he's still a person, he was this and that. Like, just decide how do you want us to perceive what you're trying to say. At the end of the day, she's a grown person, he's a grown man. What happened between them, horrible. She took it way too personally, and he just didn't care about her the same way she cared about him. And he is a shitty person. But boy, did she take it to a whole nother level of crazy. And she's a beautiful woman. She's beautiful. She's so beautiful. I don't even understand how he managed to pull off a gorgeous woman like her. But it's just, the whole thing is ridiculous. The way she's portraying it is, she needs to change the tone of how she portrays it, because it doesn't look good. And at the same time, she's trying to defend him. It's quite ironic. Either way, please tell me, what are your thoughts about this whole Modern Warrior and Chelsea saga? Do you think that she's right, that he's right? They're both wrong, they're both right? Which side are you on, if any? And I'll see you guys in the next video. Ciao.